I recently got a new to me vehicle. It's from the early mid 2000s, it's a 2003, and that time period for cars, it's an unfortunate time period car stereo wise. They did not yet have auxiliary jacks, and however, they also did not have cassette decks. So there's no good way of playing audio in. I mean, FM transmitters are just kind of notoriously terrible. So I have the adapter kit, so I'm going to show how I'm going to solder these together. I don't know why they leave some leads long and some short. It's just going to be all stuck together. I'm going to trim these so that they're the same length. Just make my life easier. It's nice these ones came pre-stripped. These guys didn't, so I have to strip all of these. That's not too hard. Won't need this one. Power control. I don't have an external amplifier. Steering wheel, or I don't have a power antenna also. Steering wheel remote, I don't have that. Mute, don't have that. So these guys are useless. Not useless, but not useful to me. Let's see. Before I forget, let's move this. Actually, if you're going to be doing any electronic soldering, do yourself a favor and get heat shrink tubing. I got myself a 25-foot roll of 1/8 inch, and it's perfect for this size wire. It's just a great thing to have on hand. Electrical tape is kind of crappy. It looks crappy and peels off, and it's really not great for protecting connectors like this. And so heat shrink, it just looks so much better, and it's basically better in every way. Except you have to remember to put it on beforehand. You can't heat shrink something after it's been, the wires are already connected. Well, maybe you could, but you need to have a very special, very small end on your cable. This sort of thing you definitely couldn't. Well, there's a blue wire. Maybe I do have a power antenna that doesn't work. So there we go. Heat shrinks all down, away from where I'm going to solder. So this is gray and gray. Starting at one side of the connector, working the other. Same here, so I get the wires less crossed. Kind of doing it like a short Western Union splice. This would not be good enough if I wasn't soldering. But that will hold it together nicely. Well, it gets. The solder. Got them all soldered. So now I'm gonna slide the heat shrink up, cover the joint. Hopefully got them all. That one, the blob is too big. You can stretch heat shrink tubing carefully so it will fit over something. I need to stretch it a little bit more. It's not ideal, but it will shrink back down. Of course, if you rip it, you're screwed. Best soldering job on these, but the car stereo, not a spaceship. My electronics teacher said when he looked at our bad soldering joints, he'd be like, "Oh, your spaceship's not getting off the ground." So I'm gonna put it back in the soldering iron, see if I can shrink that. You want to be careful sliding the heat shrink up over a hot solder joint, because if it shrinks when you're part way over, it makes your life hard. You got the end of the heat shrink tubing shrunk and it's not covering the joint, and then you gotta start all over. There we have it, one wiring harness for a car stereo for a Subaru. So, not today, but sometime tomorrow probably, or sometime the next couple of days, work on getting the radio actually installed in the dash. Well, I'm not quite sure how this comes apart, but got my Hickory Farms cheese spreader, and I'm going to try to sneak in and see it. So comes off, gear shifting slides back a little bit, and then there's the hidden screws. Maybe something was being held down that way. They didn't need to pull off the knobs after all. There. show you what's going on. Still recording. Still recording. Still recording. All those climate control stuff, don't let it slide out. So you're either stuck taking these cables off, then trying to figure out how to get them back on again, works. I've got auxiliary, Bluetooth, not Bluetooth, auxiliary, USB. Didn't realize this thing didn't have Bluetooth when I got it, but whatever.